Hey everyone, Janae here with another taste testing for you. And we've got 4 different drinks today as well as 2 different snacky items. I was going to say food, but I don't know if candy bars count as food. Technically, I guess. Whatever. Anyway, we've got some that are holiday flavors, some that are just new, fun, whatever, for any reason flavors. But of course, the holidays are always fun because there just seem to be more like new limited edition blah 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 that come out, so I'm taking advantage of that because I like trying new limited edition blah blah blah. So the first thing is going to be Stella Artois Midnight Lager. So check this out. It's super cool, like all sexy and black and gold and all of that. Now this is a dark lager. Stella Artois itself is actually a Pilsner. It's a Belgian Pilsner. And I always thought that it had always been Stella Artois, but apparently this is a like chicken and the egg, kind of thing. But in this case, we know that whichever one that is, which came first, the chicken or the egg? I think eggs came first. I'll double check that. Pretty sure eggs came like hundreds of years before the chicken when you actually do the science. Tangent, okay. So anyway, Artois is the egg in this case, came a long time before because Sebastian Artois became the head brewer of the Den Hoorn Brewery in 1708. He bought it in 1717 and turned it into the Brewery Artois. And then we jump forward to 1926, from 1717 to 1926, which is when they came out with Stella Artois, because they had been brewing beer that whole time, but Stella means star. And for the winter holiday season, they came out with Stella Artois as a Christmas beer. And it was such a big hit that they decided the next year to just kind of keep brewing it. And rest, as they say, is history, because obviously Stella is around all the time and it's delicious. And I never knew until doing a little research about this that it was actually a holiday drink initially. So we've got the Midnight Lager, that is their limited edition holiday drink this time. And I was trying to find out some more information about it other than it just being a dark lager. And so when I went to the Stella Artois website, I discovered that it's not there. Like, it's literally not listed. Their cider is listed, obviously Stella's listed, but not the Midnight Lager. So I thought that was kind of interesting. They do have a merchandise shop though, so you can buy a Stella Artois themed scented candle. You can buy a bicycle, like an honest to goodness actual merchandise branded Stella bicycle. So that's what I'm going to be trying with it, is going to be the Snickers peanut brownie. So I saw this and was like, okay, well, that's kind of cool and interesting and different. Now, normally I don't like people messing with my Snickers. Now, Snickers came about in 1930, and it was actually named after the Mars family's favorite horse. His name is Snickers. Now we have the candy bar, so there you go. The Snickers with hazelnuts, I think, is awesome. The Snickers with almond, I think, is really good. The dark chocolate one, I think, is really good. And then pretty much everything else, for me, I have not enjoyed. So all the ones with the different nut butters, the ones with peanut butter, which I love peanut butter and chocolate together, but just, I don't know, like, don't mess with my Snickers. But we're going to try this and see how it goes. Well, let's pop open our Midnight Lager and see how we do. Smells good, just smells like a dark beer. So I've got a little bit of that kind of Guinness smell, almost, kind of the coffee notes and everything. So oh, that's really good. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, a little bit of coffee kind of on the back end. I think that I just kind of feel like dark lagers and some porters and stuff get that kind of those coffee notes just because the malt has been roasting more. You get that roasted flavor kind of that you do with coffee, but that is really good. It goes down really easy. It's 5.4% ABV, so no joke. That's really, really good. All right, so let's see how it does with chocolate, and let's check out this Snickers Fudge Brownie. Oh, only 90 calories per square. Like someone's only gonna buy 1 square. So this is in square form. So let's see how we do here. Okay, so this pretty much just tastes like, honestly, it tastes exactly like a regular Snickers. The brownie is very nougaty-like, like a regular Snickers. It's just kind of a thinner layer than it would be in the candy bar. Obviously, this is flatter than a candy bar. It really doesn't taste all that different, so I like it, because I like Snickers. Maybe it's a little more chocolatey. No, it's melting in my hand, so I have to get rid of it. I'm realizing now that I do not have a napkin. One moment. Okay, much better. All right, so I'm going to save the Blue Moon for a second. That'll be the big finale, hopefully, and move over to the sodas. So I've got two Coke products here. So I've got Sprite and Coca-Cola itself. Don't want to start with the Sprite. Let's start with the Sprite. Okay, so Sprite actually started its life as Fanta Clara Zitron in West Germany in 1959. So, which basically just means Fanta Clear Lemon. So that's what it started out its life as. And then it came to the US a couple of years later in 1961, literally just brought on as a competitor to 7-Up. One of the things I thought that was fun that I never really pay attention to is how on the bottle, the Sprite bottles have these like little dots, these little bubbles, and the bubbles are there to represent the bubbles that are in the carbonated beverage itself. So, that's kind of cool. Theming, I suppose. So this is the limited edition winter spiced cranberry Sprite, which Sprite has actually had a ton of different flavors that they've had throughout their life, from being a Fanta Clear Lemon all the way to becoming Sprite in 1961 to today. They've had ones that are all different colors, like there's a turquoise one, there's a blue one, there's a green one, there's an herbal flavored one, those in Germany, there's a stronger citrus, like a tropical citrus flavored one, there was a mint flavored one, disgusting sounding. There are ones that have extra caffeine, which I guess would be any caffeine since there's no caffeine in Sprite. There was what else were some of them? Different energy drink ones. There are all sorts of different Sprites that they've had, like cucumber flavored one. There's just a list. Like if you go on Wikipedia and look up Sprite, there's just a huge list of different flavors. So they've had the cranberry one for a couple of years. Last year, they came out with the winter spiced cranberry. So this is the second year that they brought this out during the holidays. So I'm interested to try it because I like winter spice things, absolutely. And I like cranberries. I love cranberries. The problem is I hate Sprite. Like I hate Sprite. I can't stand it. I feel like it tastes like pool water. I always have. So I'm just not a fan. So I feel like this is going to be interesting since I really hate one part of this and really enjoy the other parts. So we'll see how this goes. Oh my gosh, it's not even totally open and I can smell the cranberry. So that's kind of a good sign, I hope. It smells like pool water. Okay, let's try it. Let's just close that up. Just, Okay, so I can definitely taste the cranberry. It's very sweet. It's really, really sweet. It's almost cloying. It's so sweet. And for the most part, I can just taste that kind of pool water Sprite taste. So for me, not a big fan. If you're a fan of Sprite, though, you'll probably really like this. I will not be buying another one of those. So, it's not terrible. It's just, I just don't really like the flavor. So, oh well, we tried. All right, so let's move on to our cinnamon Coke here. Very, very excited about this because I do like Coca-Cola. Usually drink Diet Coke, but yeah, I'll have a regular, high octane every once in a while, like cinnamon. So this should go pretty well. Coca-Cola was invented in the late 19th century. Late 19th century. And it was originally brought out as a temperance drink. So if you were the DD, if you're the designated driver, this is what you were supposed to drink, was your Coca-Cola instead of alcohol. That was the way it was going to go. It was also, as many people know, brought on as medicinal, various different medicinal purposes. It was said to help with indigestion. It was said to help erectile dysfunction. Big range potentially in there. And a variety of other different ailments were all supposed to be cured with Coca-Cola. And the name is a bit of a portmanteau. it's because of two of the main ingredients. So coca leaves and cola nuts. So Coca-Cola is where they get the Coca-Cola from. Now, much like the Sprite winter spice cranberry, the cinnamon Coca-Cola did come out last year, and so this is the second year that it's come out as its limited edition holiday drink. So let's give that a whirl. I'd accidentally knocked this over right before I started filming, so I'm really glad it settled enough and didn't just explode and coat everything with cinnamon Coca-Cola. Oh my gosh. Oh, like really strong smell of cinnamon. That actually really surprises me. I don't know why, but it really surprises me. All right. Okay, that's the weirdest thing. Okay, that's actually not bad. It tastes just like a Coca-Cola, regular Coke. Oddly, it doesn't taste as carbonated as most Coca-Cola usually is. Might be because I just knocked it over. I don't know. But on the back end, you definitely get that cinnamon, which is really crazy. I didn't expect it to have that strong of a cinnamon flavor to it. I don't know that I would run right out to get this again, but especially for like a holiday novelty, it's fun. I bet if you put rum in this, I bet it'd be really good, like with spiced rum with this. Oh, okay, so I'll be doing that later, just for my own personal edification. I bet that would be really, really good though. All right, so before I move on to the last one, let's go ahead and try the one other limited edition candy bar that I found, and that is a Milky Way salted caramel, which sounds really cool. So Milky Way actually came out in 1924, so it's been around for a really long time. All right, this is an actual bar form. It's king size, so there are 2 bars. All right, so I quite enjoy salted caramel stuff, but usually I'm not a big fan of something like Milky Way because I much prefer something like a Snickers that has a crunch in it as well. I like the different textures, but for science. I took a really big bite. Sorry. Okay. All right, all that caramel and everything and the nougat really makes it really hard to chew and swallow it down quickly. I can definitely taste a bit of the salted caramel. It's good. I personally prefer a much stronger salt flavor. Like if I want salted something, I don't need a salt lick, but I really want a very strong salt flavor to it. So this is very faint, but it's good. It's a Milky Way bar with a slightly salty taste to it. So I'm all for that. All right, so let's move on to our very last one. So this is the Blue Moon Iced Coffee Blonde. And this is not a holiday one, I don't believe. This is just, one of their normal limited edition flavors. I was going to say scents, flavors that they come out with. So Blue Moon hasn't really been around all that long. Not like some of the history that we've got going on the table here. It was just launched in 1995 and is a Belgian-style wheat ale. And the Belgian style is very, very important because actually in 1999, the Confederation of Belgian Brewers sued Blue Moon as well as the New Belgian Brewing Company that makes Fat Tire Amber Ale because they said it was misleading that people might think that this was actually brewed in Belgium when it's not. It's brewed in the US. So on most of the Blue Moon bottles, you'll see that it very clearly says made in the United States, that it says Belgian style now. It used to just say that it was a Belgian white, and it is not that anymore. Now for this one, for the iced coffee blonde, this again is one of their rotating, unique flavors that they have. They're always announcing new flavors, and for the most part, I've really enjoyed a lot of the Blue Moon flavors that they've come out with. So their Harvest Pumpkin Ale is awesome. I mean, I love everything pumpkin, I had a keg of pumpkin beer at my wedding. I love pumpkin stuff. So, so when I saw this, the iced coffee blonde, I thought, okay, well, that's kind of weird, but kind of interesting. So let's give it a whirl. Why not? So let's see. Usually their flavors are dead on. So see how this goes. Oh gosh, I can already smell coffee. God, that's weird. Oh, Yeah, it smells like an iced coffee. That's crazy. I mean, I know I shouldn't be that shocked, oh, it smells like cinnamon, it smells like cranberries, it smells like iced coffee, but okay, let's give this a whirl. Okay. That is the craziest thing ever. Seriously, that is crazy. It tastes just like an iced coffee, like just like an iced coffee. Okay, that's kind of breaking my brain a little bit. Yep, it tastes just like iced coffee. Okay, this is also 5.4% ABV, just FYI. And that is the most crazy thing I think I've ever tried. So, okay, so in recap, I would say yay, definitely yay, yay, nay, and then yay for both candy bars, kind of like a 5 out of 10, I suppose, because they're pretty much are what they are. But overall, most of these are pretty good. And again, the Sprite is not terrible. It is to me because I'm not a big fan of Sprite, and I was just kind of like throwing the soda Hail Mary, hoping that maybe I would actually like this one, but no, I don't. But really, all very interesting flavors. So I would say definitely, get your hands on some of them, give them a whirl yourself. Definitely would try this one with a little extra something something in it. But hopefully everyone gets to try some fun new holiday flavors this season. If you've got something that you think I should try or that you've heard about that is really awesome or something that you've tried that's really awesome, let me know in the comments because I'm always looking for new fun things to try, whether it's food or drink or places to go or things to do or, what have you. So let me know. And then please, if you get a chance, help me out and give me a like, give me that thumbs up, and go ahead and subscribe because I will have many more food videos as well as travel videos and etymology and history videos coming as the days go along. So hope everyone has a great week. Thanks very much.